G'day. It is Friday, the 10th of February, 8:39 a.m. We have University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment at 10 a.m. High impact news. And just to recap, yesterday we sold off its supply at 34,500. Just looking at the S&P 500 with that pullback here to 4,100 that we were expecting. You can see that the arrows in here from yesterday. And what goes up must come down. And we are looking now at the Dow Jones, same pullback to 33,500. Okay. Caused a bit of strife for anyone trading that wasn't aware of what was happening. These are the days that are going to cause us issues with our mean reversion strategy, and I'm working on something very exciting at the moment, which will be able to tell us when to avoid this day. I'm going to quickly recap on that now. If we look at the 4 hour here, we see that we're at 33,500 demand. Okay, sold off hard into this demand zone and still punching into it at the moment. So this range is holding. Whether it kicks out and goes back to the upside or continues to the downside is anyone's guess. It looks pretty bearish to me right now, and it's not worth the risk staying in any trade from yesterday that might still be open. As you can see here on the 1 hour, we have broken structure. Okay, whatever structure we had here, that was a bullish uptrend has been broken in this area here. It's the break of structure, and then like a lower low here. So here's a demand zone, and it's hit below that. I dare say it's going to continue to the downside today. Come back up here probably, and then go down to demand 33400, or possibly even lower down here to demand at 3,300. Okay, that's the kind of action that's happening at the moment. So bearish on the 1 hour. Just recapping yesterday, I did trade it. I got out. I was scaling in. It's something that it's a bit more complex to do. I shouldn't have been trading. What we're looking at here is this pattern here. Okay, how price does nothing between 8:30 and 10:30 a.m. Okay, last time it happened was, if I scroll backwards, I believe it was the 26th of January or 27th. Okay, I'm going to show quickly where we're at. Last time it happened, you can see it was here, 18th of January. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, more than 2 weeks ago, was the last time it happened, and it's bunching up. There's no volatility at the open. It's just nothing happening. It's very, very, very soft. Especially after the index open, we normally get a push to the outside rings, outside bands. We don't have that here, and then we have that grind in a direction afterwards. And this has happened multiple times. We are going to be quantifying this and putting this pattern into a classification. But if you see, I'm going to build an indicator that's going to show you when this is happening. So it'll be on the screen on MT4, and it'll be like red or green in terms of being able to trade mean reversion. But if this kind of thing is happening at the open, then we want to have an alert in there that shows us not only from visual recognition, but it also tells us from the data that the volatility is low and there's a strong chance they're going to get a directional move. It does not happen. If you go back and look at your charts for the past month, 2 months, 3 months, you only see that when there's a bunching up, especially between the 9:30 and 10:30 block, that is when this strong directional move occurs. Okay, and the exact same pattern happened yesterday. Same thing. No movement through here, no sweeping of the bands. I should have recognized it. I will never, ever, ever not recognize it again. I ended up being in a trade here. I came in here, scaled in, and hacked out for a profit. Requires a bit of skill to do that. But any kind of run like this, any kind of pattern like this where it just falls away needs to be recognized as being a losing day. And on top of that, what we're going to do is actually bring in a way to capitalize from this kind of pattern and actually trade the directional move with automated software. I already have built the program, so I'm going to be bringing that in at some point in the future. Don't be hard on yourself. If you lost yesterday, just take it as a lesson, and what you need to do is look at this pattern here and make sure that the price is not doing this between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. Not it needs to be sweeping the bands or moving and doing something. And this is a compression of energy. You can think of it, it's like a really tight compression that the energy needs to go somewhere at some point. Okay, coupled with the higher time frame analysis, the fact that we're sitting at the top area of supply here at the open, and having that pattern as well, like it's pretty it's going to be pretty recognizable in the future. So I will make a video on that. Pretty much just have, but I'll make a more detailed video on that. Anyway, that was today. I'm going to leave the charts today. I'm not going to take any trades. I think after a day where you've got a movement like this, just let the market do its thing, chill. I have no predictions today. I'm not going to make any. I mean, you can already see there's selling options there, but there's just so much directional move that I really don't know what's going to happen. So we've had so much mean reversion for the past 2-3 weeks that price is now starting to move around and give us a direction, and that's what we've been waiting for. Okay, and that kind of action seems to be happening right now. So I think just sit on your hands, just watch the market, and yeah, have a great day trading. Have a great weekend. Make sure your trades are off after lunch. If you do any trading, just be aware of that. You don't want to be caught in a trade over the weekend. And yeah, have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Cheers.